Good afternoon. It's raining today. I'm out under the front porch. There's going to be a little traffic going by. My wife's at the school board meeting, so there's a lot of traffic going to and from school. School's just literally a block that way. But school's over. Kids are gone. We're about 5 in the afternoon or so. Anyway, today I'm going to try for you guys Old Charter. Not Old Charter, Charter 101. It's a neat bottle. If you look on her, you can see the relief of what looks like rye, because it sure don't look like no corn stalks I've ever seen. So rye or wheat. It's a Buffalo Trace product. 101 proof. It's an anomaly, sort of. It's something Buffalo Trace doesn't put out real regular, so you don't see it very often. And in fact, I think the last time it was put out in Kansas has been 5 years or so ago. It's I'm going to say 2012, 2013, and it may be even older than that. It still lingers on shelves in little towns in western Kansas. I see it occasionally down there. I better pour some. There's no age statement on it. There's no real information. You don't even really find it on the website. Flight Club ICT did a thing. If you look online with Flight Club, they did a comparison with 101, the 8, and I think the regular 8 and the 8, and then the 8 aged 8 years, and then the 101, if I remember right. That was all Old Charter products. And so some of this information I'm regurgitating from that for you guys. But the implication has always been is that Buffalo Trace, what the heck was that? Oh, Buffalo Trace occasionally, sorry about that. The Buffalo Trace occasionally has maybe an overstock that they don't know what to do with. And so this was a way to release it out to the public in kind of a way that it just kind of gets out there. It's not something they want to put on any of the regular lines, so the Charter 101 line becomes a line of a kind of a catch-all, you know, just whatever you get, put it out, and it goes pretty quick and you don't see it again. Questions were asked. Someone they was going to ever do this again, and the implication was no, but distilleries, you never take them at their word. That changes. They may be telling the truth, they may not. Who knows? Anyway, let's get down to business here. It is, like I said, a 101 proof no age statement. It's got good oily legs in it. Nice deep russet brown, coppery color. So it does have some barrel aging. Nose, we get vanilla. Very vanilla rich. Caramel. Some wood. There's spices there, but they're again muted in this one. They're not real dominant, kind of like the Virgin 101 as far as how they deliver the spices. The nose is much less alcoholic and pungent on this than it was on the Virgin 101. The nose tends to think maybe this is, no, I'll hold it back on that statement until I take a sip. The nose is pretty good. There is an undertone of slight yeasty smell. And a little bit of cherries. I get some cherry on this. Right there. Okay, let's go in for the palate. Very even, very well metered, very well. There's a little alcohol burn right there in the back part of the palate before it starts to finish, right on the very tip top of the tongue. Sweet, not much rye in this, very low rye. Heavy on the vanilla, heavy on the caramel. There is some cherry. Man, I think vanilla wafers. And then the wood comes through in the very end of the palate. I can see no reason for water on this one. See if we get enough rain. A few drops from the rain. It ain't raining hard enough. Oh, a little bit. Just barely a little bit of rain coming in it. I don't think that was enough water to do anything. No. This is surprisingly very good. The finish, the late part of the palate, when the wood, it's gently kicking in, it's not a harsh wood. This is pretty good. Really, it's surprisingly, it's pretty good. Paid $9.99, a little over $10 with tax for it. But I found a $7.50, I think it was $7.50 or a liter, about 6 months ago, and I paid $22. And out Western Kansas, at a lot of places, the tax is already figured in. You just pay a flat fee of $22, and that usually includes your tax. They've already got it figured out, so, which is nice in some ways. And I've seen another one too. You occasionally see them, you walk in enough liquor stores out there, there's old stock that's held on. Actually, it's pretty good stuff. It's not my first bourbon today. I spent about 30 minutes. Want to let my palate drink some water, clear out. So I'm not getting an assault on my palate. There is something that's hanging around on the sides of my tongue that I can't quite. Almost an oaky wood taste, but it's not bitter. A lot of traffic today. Pretty good stuff. I better stop. I've went on long enough about this. Gotta give it a rating. It's different than Old Ezra, but I can't really rate it any higher than Old Ezra. So I'm gonna make it an 87 out of 100. It's different. Old Ezra, where it goes on the spicy side, this one runs to the vanilla caramel side much harder, making it really pretty delightful. Anyway, we'll leave it at 87 out of 100. Remember, the spirit in your glass isn't running from you. Take your time, sip it, and enjoy it. You'll be better for it. Everyone, have a good afternoon.